In this video, I am going to show you how to splice in a new color so that it will begin exactly where you need it to, which is probably going to be at the beginning of the row. I use this a lot for when I'm knitting haps, for instance, Shetland shawls, where there's a striped border section and you're changing colors quite a lot. Then I will spit splice in the new color and I don't have any ends to weave in. So the setup for this is that you would work to about 10 stitches before the end of the row where the colour change is supposed to happen. And with the working yarn, you will wrap it around the needle 10 times to mimic those 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I pinch off where that ends, let it come off the needle, and then I add another approximately 1.5 inches to that length, and this is where I'm going to break the working yarn. And with Shetland 2-ply yarn, it pulls apart really easily. So then what I want to do is prepare this end by pulling apart the 2 plies. So I do that for about that same 1.5 inch length that I added on. And then I'm going to pull one of those plies out to make that end thinner. And then with the colour that I'm joining, I prepare that end the same way. So pull apart the 2 plies for about 1.5 inches, pull one of the plies out so that I have a skinnier end. Obviously, if you were working with a 4-ply yarn or something else, you just want to make take 1 or 2 of the plies out to make the ends skinnier. And then you basically hold them kind of in an X formation across each other, and then fold them back onto their own colour, like so, kind of keeping the skinny areas together. And then this is where you would lay the work in the palm of your hand and apply spit or water. I am just going to use some drops of water here. Depending on what kind of yarn you have, some will felt together much more easily than others, and the Shetland yarn certainly felts together quite easily. So then you're going to rub your palms together. So you want to use your whole palm so that you have a good surface area, and rub vigorously so that it's definitely properly joined together and there aren't any bits sticking out anywhere. And I always give it a little bit of a tug just to make sure things are securely joined there, because you certainly don't want it coming undone. And then you come back to your knitting and knit to the end of your row, and hopefully your new yarn will begin exactly or pretty close to where you need it. So turn this over, you can see that the new colour is going to start exactly where I need it to on the next row. If you were off by 1 or 2 stitches, as in the colour was showing up too early or there was too much of the original colour left to go, then you can just back up a few stitches and adjust your tension to either knit a little bit more tightly or loosely, depending on what you need, and that can often be enough to make the difference for that colour change to land exactly where you need it to.